Hello, it's Davida here. Welcome to Go for the Very Best. Did you know that there are many rich countries out there that are still very poor? Now, what I mean by that is that there are many countries that are rich in resources, but they haven't been able to extract their wealth. They haven't been able to make or do anything valuable with the wealth that they have. Now, that's the same with most people. Most people are rich. God has invested gifts, abilities, and He's given us experiences for us to benefit from for us to create wealth from. But most people still remain poor. And why is that? Well, it takes organization and it takes discipline to make something out of what you already have, out of what God has already given you. Most of the time, people don't even value these raw material, these raw things, because they see them in their raw form, but they want the finished products. But the people who end up being the millionaires and the billionaires are those who see those raw things that God has created and that God has given them and make something new of it, make something useful of it for humankind. Now, I'd like to share an experience I had a few years ago. When I came to Jesus Christ, a gift was given to me. I believe that that gift might have been in me even before I came to Christ, before I gave my life to Jesus Christ. However, when I came to Christ, that gift was activated in me, and it was a gift to write. Before that, I couldn't even write. I couldn't write a poem, I couldn't write anything. My sister used to live with me, and I'd beg her, please, just write one poem for me. And eventually she might just write one or two for me. Anyway, when I accepted Jesus Christ, a lot changed in my life. A lot of dormant things that were dormant in my life came alive. And one of those things was this gift to write. Now, when I got to work that same day, I started typing, and everything I typed started coming out in poetry. And I had never written one poem before, and it really amazed me. By the end of that day, I had written about 33 poems, and one of them went like this: I have a peace I cannot explain, a peace that has unlocked the things that have been locked away. When Jesus came into my life, He unlocked those locked places, those gifts that were locked up. They were given life. They were given His life. He ignited them and brought them to life. Now, during this period, I had a group of friends who had come to the Lord around the same time, and we were having the time of our life. And after I had received this gift, everything I did was write. Then one of those friends now told me one day, says, stop writing. Every time you keep on writing, why don't you just lay your pen aside? Because I was affected by the criticism, I put my pen aside, and for a long time, I didn't write anything. Now, about 2 years later, I was just coming out of my sleep when I heard the words, one talent, use your talent. I woke up, sat up in my bed and wondered, tried to work out what God was telling me. And then I remembered that I had that talent to write, that I had stopped using for a long time. When I laid that talent aside, the thought of it worried me. Every now and then the thought that I had this gift in me that I wasn't using would bother me. But I didn't know how to bring that gift back to life. I thought I had lost it. So after hearing that word from the Lord, I picked up my pen and picked up my notepad, and I started to write. And as I continued to write, that river of poems started to flow again. Now, don't bury your gifts. Don't listen to that voice that tells you to put your gift aside. God has given it to you for a purpose. God has given it to you so that you could be blessed, so that others could be blessed, so that He could be glorified. So take that gift out, unwrap it, and start using it to bless others. I look forward to seeing you in my next video.